Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing another episode of the Is It a Cred series. Basically, we look at a certain type of coaster that has been debated, like, is it a cred or not? Should you count it in your coaster count? If you don't know what a cred is, it's basically just a coaster count. Should you count it in your cred count? Well, that's what we're going to be answering today, and at the end of the video I will give you my opinion on it after we've had a look at both sides of the argument. So without further ado, let's get straight into the yes section. So as I said, we're firstly going to look at the points for it being a cred, and obviously the first one is that it's on a track. I used this for the previous episode, the Zamperla Disco one. If you've not seen that, I do recommend going and checking that one out after this one, because we discussed whether a Zamperla Disco is a cred. You may see a few other points from that one in this one as well. But it runs on a track, and I mean, a lot of dark rides run on tracks, but it runs on a coaster track, to be more specific, I should say there. And even though some other dark rides do run on kind of coaster style tracks, I do think it should count because it runs on a coaster track, so that's a point for it, obviously. And also at parts they can be influenced by gravity, such as descents where they may speed up on the descents, or they may slow down on the ascents because the gravity is still pulling them down, meaning they are being influenced by gravity still. Also only some are actually on the RCDB. There doesn't seem to be much consistency, but there is a few on there, so that obviously does work in the favour of them being creds. Moving on to the no section now, and the big point here is that it doesn't actually coast around the track, and this is normally the biggest argument against powered coasters being counted as creds. Obviously, if you've seen the Zamperla Disco video, you've seen this point already, but I am comparing it to, say you put hills on a ghost train like the Blackpool Pleasure Beach one, then it's not actually going to be a coaster, is it? Let's be honest. Even if it's got the hill, it doesn't count necessarily as a coaster. So, since it doesn't coast around the track, could it be called a coaster? And also, going back on the point I made for the yes section, actually, this is some aren't on the RCDB, which is obviously something used massively in terms of coaster enthusiasts credding. An example of that as well is X-Speed. So there's the no section, and now I'm going to move on to what I think about it. So the final verdict is, drumroll please, that it is a coaster if its speed changes affected by gravity. So not if its speed changes manually, but if it changes due to gravity, whether that's slower or faster, I believe that it should be counted as a cred. That's for the two reasons below. For a ride to be a coaster, it should coast. So if it has a consistent speed, then it never coasts. But it doesn't, then at some point gravity must be affecting it, causing it to coast around the track. Therefore, it should count as a coaster. And that's what I've said at the bottom. Once they are coasted, they are on a track, so they do everything that is needed to be fulfilled for it to count as a coaster. So I'm going to say it is a coaster if its speed changes. If it's not, then you could then be calling a train a coaster for all that cares, because that runs on a track, doesn't it? And it has a consistent speed up and down hills that's not affected by gravity. So you do have to be specific with this. But for I was going to say runaway coasters because I've got the Runaway Mine Train in my head, which is a Mack powered coaster, I am going to say they are creds if their speed change is affected by gravity. So thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you like these kind of videos, and leave some suggestions of debatable coaster types in the comments for me, please. And I may even do them as a video for you in the future. If you've not already subscribed to be notified of when the next episode of this series comes out, and it should be within the next few days. However, a set date isn't provided as of now. And until next time, guys, goodbye.